If you are just starting out in the world of Forex trading, or you have some experience under your belt and you were given a false idea on what this skill set truly entails and the expectations going into it, this video was made primarily for you. So before we get into the main material, who am I and who gives me any sort of right to be telling you what to expect when you're first coming into the Forex market? Well, first and foremost, I'll keep it brief, but I'm Nick, funded trader with a very well-known prop firm these days called FTMO. I have over 5 years of experience inside the Forex, commodities, and indices market. When I first got introduced into the market, you'll never believe it, but it actually came from a Facebook ad from a multi-level marketing company. It said, how to turn your smartphone into an ATM. And if that type of title doesn't ring a red alarm in your brain, I don't know what else will. So I learned early on that this skill set is much more than just a marketing product. It is a skill that has the utmost power to bring a massive amount of time and financial freedom into my life and yours. And I was highly determined to figure out how this skill set could make that happen for me by any means necessary. And don't get me wrong, I made every mistake in the book that you could possibly imagine along the way due to never having a mentor and years of having to unlearn a massive amount of misinformation. What it took in order to be successful was having to compile hundreds of resources from PDFs, trading strategies, other YouTube videos, until I finally understood the right expectation to have trading in the Forex market, which was the answer lies not in copying someone else's method, but in finding your own. There is no trading strategy that is better than another. There is no holy grail trading strategy. The way you approach the market from a systematic basis is to have a trading strategy that suits you, that suits your personality, your characteristics as a human being, and merging that with the market. And of course, that takes experience and time. This is a process. You need to be process driven as opposed to money driven. At first, I was extremely money driven, only focusing on my profits. That was until years later that I realized that Forex trading is a marathon, not a sprint. Focusing on the process when you first start out is extremely important. That's because the money and profits that you acquired through Forex trading comes through the progression. Your progression through the skill set. This is by no means a get-rich-quick skill. However, if you put in the time and effort, it may just be a get-wealthy slow skill for you. You can expect to make money early on in trading, but that might just be because of luck. And it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much you keep. In order to be successful at this, it requires a thorough understanding of why you want to trade and paying attention to the finer details on the outcome of the trade. And the same goes for a loss. Now, if someone asks me what the most important aspect in trading is, I will always say 10 times out of 10, consistency. Most trading strategies out there have some sort of edge, like we talked about in the last video. But the problem is human emotion, like greed, fear, anxiousness, anger, that stuff gets in the way of your own chart work, the technical analysis, your way of forecasting price, and you'll end up making irrational trading decisions and wonder why you did them afterwards. The key, no matter if you're a first comer into the market or if you've been in the business for a while, is simplicity. Simplicity will lead to clarity, which will lead right back into consistency. And don't get me wrong, this isn't just with trading. It's with everything in your life. Whatever you want to do, be consistent with your practice, track your progression, and you will succeed with time. Trading at first glance might seem like all you have to do is be the best analyst or buy low and sell high, but neither is helpful advice. When you take a much deeper look at what to expect in order to be successful trading in the Forex market and similar markets, there's more than what meets the eye. It entails things like mastering your emotions, being in touch with them, with a high level of emotional intelligence, to understanding the structure of the market and the price action inside of it, to managing your account and trades efficiently and appropriately, accounting for high impact news events and trading around them, to having well back-tested entry and exit criteria is going to be one of your best friends in this business. Because when you practice your reasoning for entering and exiting the market, that's going to answer one of the most common questions I get from beginners. Where do I get in the market and where do I get out? And you're going to have that answered for you because you practiced it. And on top of that, you're not going to have to go through any costly lessons like I did. A common question I get is, how much money do I need to start trading? And the answer is none. All you have to do is invest in your own education and have a reliable resource with you, and the rest is history. Once you are able to learn how to generate consistent returns on a demo and practice account, when you're ready, the larger capital, whether it's 50,000, 100K, 200K, it goes even larger than that. It'll be available to you by prop firms that are just looking for great traders to invest their own capital for them and to take advantage of their own capital. This topic will be discussed in future detail and further content on this YouTube channel. And now, pertaining to utilizing a demo account, it's an absolute luxury because it is the ultimate practice tool. You can make trading mistakes without losing your hard-earned money. You can forward test, meaning you can practice your trading system and strategy and your reasoning for getting in and out of the market in real-time market conditions. And this by itself, as long as you're consistent with it, will cut down your learning curve by a massive margin. When it comes to expectations with goal setting with trading, in life we're so used to hearing, oh, if you want to accomplish X, Y, and Z, set specific, measurable, and attainable goals. Now, with trading, it's almost flip-sided. And what do I mean by that? I would say, altogether, to avoid annual targets and goals, as they can tend to be quite counterproductive towards your overall growth as a trader. Trades should be determined by the opportunities when they present themselves in the market, not by some artificial goal set by yourself. An annual return, whether it's monetary or percentage-wise, having that expectation will lead to you trading too small when opportunities are exceptionally favorable, or too large when the opportunities are completely absent from the market. So caution trading out of a desire to make money, going back to what I talked about in the first part of this video. And above all else, have realistic and flexible expectations and don't expect to get rich quickly. Be willing to take advice from others who are more experienced than you, but ultimately, it will come down to your own decision-making when you approach the market that will dictate your overall success. And the more pressure you put on yourself to make money in the market, the more difficult it will actually become to make money. That's why the psychological aspect of this comes into play very importantly. Come to the market cool, calm, and collected, trade your system, and have fun with this. Have fun with the process. Aim to become 1% better every day in any aspect of your overall trading, and be patient with your journey. The setbacks will come, but don't be discouraged by those short-term setbacks. Focus on the long-term goal, keep the end in mind, and just focus on one thing at a time. Your trading will improve at a much faster rate. Don't try to study everything at once and try to remember it all. Take it brick by brick and you will get there. If you learned something new here, leave a like and show your support and subscribe for future videos. Thank you, and until next time.